and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious carne de puerco y papas in Chile Verde. So in case you guys want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 3 pounds of pork shoulder butt roast, 4 medium-sized potatoes, 5 Roma tomatoes, half of a white onion, 3 garlic cloves, 4 Anaheim peppers, 4 chile serranos, seasoned salt, garlic salt, ground cumin, and black pepper. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by cutting our meat. I'm going to cut into bite sizes and I'm just going to remove all the fat. That's optional. If you like the fat, then you can just keep it and just cut into small bite-sized pieces. But I like to go through my meat. So for me, this size is perfect. And I mean, in pork, it is kind of fatty. So I'm not going to be able to remove every single piece of fat. But I'm just going to try to remove as much as I can. Alright guys, so once we have our meat all cut up into small pieces, we're going to season it with our seasoned salt, and we're just going to sprinkle it and just make sure that all of our meat is coated. I'm going to add a little bit of cumin, some garlic salt, and black pepper. And I'm just going to give it all a quick mix. I'm just going to set it to the side now and start working on my potatoes. Alright, so I'm just going to peel my potatoes. Just remove any imperfections. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to cut my potatoes into bite sizes as well. And of course you can cut them however you want. For me, this is perfect. Alright, so once we have our potatoes all cut, we are ready to rinse them. Alright, so once we have our potatoes all nicely rinsed, I'm going to transfer them into a bowl and add water and keep them in there until we're ready to cook them. So just keep them in water, so like that they don't turn color on you. Just like that. Okay, now we're ready to work on our chiles. Alright, so I'm going to boil my tomatoes for about 10 to 15 minutes or until our tomatoes have softened. And then I'm going to grill all of my chiles. And if you can't find the Anaheim peppers, you can always use jalapenos or just more chile serrano. And we're also going to grill our onion and our 3 garlic cloves. So we're just going to roast them. And then we're going to be making our salsa. Alright, so as soon as you see that your garlics have fully roasted, remove them from the heat along with your onion. And just let them roast. Alright, for your tomatoes, you're going to know they're done cooking once you start to see that the peeling is coming out of the tomatoes. So now we're just going to turn it off and let them cool down for a little bit. Alright, so once our chiles are fully roasted, I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to let them steam for a little bit. You can remove them, of course, if you're grilling them in a comal, you can remove them and just put them in a bowl and cover them with foil. For now, I'm just going to let them sit for about 5 minutes, and then after that, we are ready to make our salsa. Alright, so after 5 to 10 minutes, we are ready to peel our chiles. You can always just blend it like that as it is and just, you know, make your salsa like that. Or you can peel them and deseed them. Okay, and as for my garlic, they did burn a little bit, but it's okay. Just kind of remove a little bit of that burnt skin, just like that. And I'm going to throw them in my blender along with my onion. Okay. So for my chiles, my Anaheim should be very easy to peel, and I'm going to remove the stem and just peel them. It's okay if we leave a little bit of it. I don't mind having my salsa with the little black spots, but they are hot. And just do the same with your chile serranos. Alright, so now we're going to add the tomatoes with our chiles and onion and garlic. And we're going to add 2 cups of water. And you can use the same water that you use to boil your tomatoes. And now we're just going to blend everything until we have a very smooth sauce. Okay, so now we are ready to make our carne de puerco. Alright, so in a large frying pan, I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. And once that heats up, we are ready to throw our meat in. Alright, so once the oil is hot, we're going to add our meat. And now we're going to cook it until our meat is no longer pink. Alright, so after a few minutes, once our meat has turned into a brown color, we're going to lower down the setting on our stove. We're going to cover it and let that simmer for about 10 minutes. Alright, so our meat is going to let out a lot of juice, so we're just going to let that cook. Once we see that there's no more juice, that's when we're going to add our potatoes and our sauce. Alright, so once you see the majority of our juice has evaporated, we're going to open it. Give it a quick mix. Alrighty, so now we're going to drain the water out of our potatoes and throw our potatoes in. Mix it around. And I'm going to add a little bit more of the garlic salt, so like that my potatoes have flavor. And remember, we didn't add salt to our sauce, so like that our plate is not super salty. So now we are ready to add our sauce. And I'm going to add about 1 to 2 cups into my blender to get all the extra sauce. And it also depends on how juicy you want it. So I just added 1 cup. Because if I add another one, it's going to overfill. And this is going to be fine. So now just give it a quick mix. Try it for salt. Make sure everything is well mixed. Okay. For me, the salt is fine. So now I'm just going to cover it again and let that simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes or until everything is fully cooked. Alright guys, so after 20 minutes, you want to check your meat and your potatoes. Give it a quick mix, make sure that it doesn't burn on the bottom. And just check it and see that your potatoes are fully cooked. I'm just going to grab one. And as you can see, it's fully cooked. And then as well for your meat. And it should be very tender now. So mine is done, so I'm just going to turn it off and it is ready. We are ready to enjoy our delicious carne de puerco con papas. Alright guys, so here I'm just going to serve it with a side of rice and of course avocado. And if you have queso fresco, you can top it as well, and with some flour tortillas. And this is a complete plate. I am so ready to enjoy it. More spice. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. My mouth is so watery. Got my little bite. Still a little hot. So good. It is a little bit spicy, but you know, if you don't want it to be that spicy, you can always add less chiles or add more tomatoes. But seriously, super delicious. And you can make them into burritos, tostadas, tacos, whatever you name it. It's just so good. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, how to make a delicious carne de puerco y papas en chile verde. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.